Good afternoon. South Africa's economy just got a lot more interesting today. Gold exports are booming, the rand is holding firm, mining is surging, and government has secured billions in foreign funding. But there's a catch: rising oil prices could force the Reserve Bank to hike interest rates again later this year. Here's the South African market update for Friday, 12 June 2026. Gold is saving the day for now. The South African Reserve Bank reported the country's biggest current account surplus in 4 years, driven largely by a massive increase in gold exports and lower imports. The rand also showed resilience despite global uncertainty. Against the dollar, the rand is trading at 16 rand 28 cents. Against the British pound, the rand is trading at 21 rand 84 cents. And against the euro, the rand is trading at 18 rand 84 cents. However, the South African Reserve Bank warns that rising global oil prices linked to the Middle East tension could push inflation higher. After increasing rates by 7% in May, another interest rate hike later this year is now back on the table. Then Treasury reaches its funding goal. National Treasury has successfully raised approximately $3.2 billion for the 2026-2027 fiscal year. The funding came entirely from development finance institutions and multilateral lenders, allowing government to secure favorable borrowing terms and avoid additional foreign currency fundraising this year. The new corporate governance rules take effect. South Africa's new two-strike executive pay legislation is now officially in force. Listed companies and state-owned entities must submit annual remuneration reports to shareholders. If shareholders reject executive pay reports for 2 consecutive years, remuneration committee members could face consequences regarding their positions on the board. Then mining is up and manufacturing is down. The latest Stats SA data highlights a growing split in the economy. Mining output surged by 8.2% year-on-year in April. However, manufacturing production fell by 2.9% year-on-year after growing in March. The numbers suggest commodity sectors are benefiting from global demand, while manufacturers continue to face cost pressures and operational challenges. And then I'm going to give you a quick market snapshot. The JSE Top 40 gained 0.5% in early trade. The benchmark 2035 government bond yield is to 8.6%. A new 4.2 billion rand bridge for the Lesotho Highlands Water Project officially opened. Despite US tariffs introduced in 2025, South African exports to the US reportedly increased by 11%. And then lastly, today is the final deadline for legacy NQF level 4 FETC financial services qualification applications. Those are your financial news for the 12th of June 2026.